Hey YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. So we're going to make a servitor today. I have had a few requests. I have a couple of clients who need them, and this one I decided to do a fun one. Okay, it's not for me. Obviously, I already am married, and I have already 4. So this one is going to be a servitor for love. Okay, you can make servitors for anything. You could use them for, if you own your own business, to bring you success, to bring the right people to you. You can use them for protection. That's what I use them for. Or you can use them to go out and find you your mate. So that's what this servitor is going to be for. Okay, so I got a piece of parchment paper, and the first thing you need to do is give your servitor a name. Okay, and so you want to make it like a sigil, and so you write the name. This one's name is going to be Max. Okay, and so we're going to take the A out because you take out the vowels when you do that, and then I'm going to put the X right at the bottom of the M just for fun. And so that will be his little, I guess I should have made it bigger for you guys. That will be his little, his stamp. Okay, so that's his name. His name is Max. I'm going to write Max up here just for fun, just so I know, because I got to record this, because I'm actually doing this for a friend of mine. So his name is Max. His abilities will be to put thoughts in people's minds, and we want him to be able to match up personalities. Okay, and then I'm going to write what my friend wants in a man. Okay, she wants, and I can add to his abilities later, but right now, since it's a video, I'm going to kind of cut that a little bit short. I'm going to write down what she wants. One, she wants him to be good looking, of course. Good, strong looks. Not a sissy. Good job. Funny. Compassionate. Good in bed. We'll say passionate. Okay, and we'll leave that at that. Okay, so Max, this is your, oh, and he will only be alive. We have to write down how long you want him to live, okay? So his lifespan will be, your lifespan will be from this day until the day I find, or until the day you find and bring me my love. Okay? And then to normally I would put my blood on this and like I would do a pentagram. I do it in a circle, and then I do a pentagram in with my blood. Like I get a thing and poke my finger, circle, pentagram. Okay? I'm not putting my blood and that on here because for someone else. So I will make her do that. Okay, she's going to have to come and do that herself. And then to reabsorb Max, I'm going to write it on here because it needs to go in my Servitor book. Okay, we'll say Max's name 5 times. I'm going to write it on this. It has to be on this. So on the same piece of paper, this one's kind of long. They're not usually this long, but since it's for someone else, it kind of needed to be long. But I'm going to say, Max, return to your vessel when I say your name 5 times. And another thing is, you really have to, now what is Max going to look like, okay? You won't see him in this realm unless you make that one of his abilities. You could make him like be able to be seen if you want him to be seen. Like if you want to scare somebody away from your house or something like that, then you can say you have the ability to make yourself seen, and you could make him have, really scary characteristics. But this is Max, and so we don't want him to be scary. We want him to be cute and, not scary. So we'll just say he looks like Cupid, okay? Max, you look just like, or a cherub. We'll make him look like a cherub. That's fun. A cherub with blue wings, since I'm the Blue Witch. With blue wings. Cute. Okay, so I have a rose quartz here. I've already enchanted it, and said to give Max the energy, store energy that he needs to, come alive and to go out and find my friend, her true love, and bring him to her. And Max will be fed and praised. And what did I forget? Let's see. You return to your vessel. Oh, I need to finish that part. When you say his name 5 times, he returns to his vessel. When he comes to his vessel, you could talk to him and tell him he's doing a good job and feed him. I make drops of, it has like dove's blood and my blood and some wine, and you know, herbs and things like that. You could make it your own. You could feed him whatever you like. I just created a thing. So I'm putting his crystal in here. Now, this is important that nobody sees his name, because somebody could like conjure him and call him to come and like, you know, get him to do stuff if they know how to get into him, like if they know the secret. So when you make your servitor, keep it a secret. It's not for everyone to know. And I'm folding up his paper like this. See this? And then what I like to do is I take my sealing wax, my wax that I use to seal. Oh, hang on. I almost forgot. I have some love potion herbs in here, and I'm going to put some of this on Max's paper. And I'm also going to put some in the jar, in his vessel, because I want him to have all the help he needs, and so on and so on. Anyways, so back to this now. This is just what I do. You don't have to do this. You could just fold it up and stick it in a drawer if you want. But I use I use my servitors all the time. And that's another thing. If you're not going to take the time to use your servitors and utilize them, then destroy them. Because if you don't, they can like draw energy off of things. And Max, that's another thing I didn't tell Max how to get his energy. Max, you will get your energy from source, from the person that you are working for. She will feed you and she will praise you, and that is how you will get your energy. Okay, Max? And I should have wrote that on here too, but I didn't. And it's okay because I just told him. But and then so when you're doing this, when you're writing all this down, you're creating him, you're thinking about him in your mind. It's kind of like, you know, when you astro travel and you create your own place in the astral planes, it's kind of like that. But only you're creating a being to be in the realm for you and to go secretly around this realm and to bring you your true love or protection. And then this is my own little stamp that I use, and this is how I seal them. When I put them in skulls, I will roll them up. I will seal them. Well, when I put them in the skulls, I roll them up and stick them in there, and then I seal the hole of the skull, and then I stamp it. And so it still has my stamp on it. And if anyone breaks my stamp, there will be hell to pay. So if you ever, see my stamp? If you ever see something like this that's from a witch, and it's not for you, I would highly suggest that you walk away from it, and don't play with it, because you don't know what kind of spell is in this, and you don't know, like, you know, it could say, for those who open this, you know, will be damned, or whatever. You don't know. And if it's not for you, don't open it. Anyways, so this is Max. Max is going in the jar. And then here is his little candle thing. This is just what I'm using. You guys can use anything you want. And then Max will draw power from this candle. Max, you will draw power from this candle. And I don't know, can you see the flame? I don't know if you guys could see it. It has an aura. Whenever you do magic, and the energies are working, your flame will have an aura about it. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. Probably not. Maybe you could see it better if I put it in a jar. Let me see. No, you can't. That sucks. Anyways, the flame has an aura. Whenever I do a spell, whenever I light a candle that it has a magical purpose, the flame always has an aura. And if I light just a regular candle and I don't put any intent into it, it doesn't have an aura. Not like that. And so that's one way you could tell if your that's one way I can tell when my magic is working. I don't know that it will. I don't know if it's that way for everyone. I don't know. I just know how it is for me. So, anyways, so this is Servitor. This is for love. And now every day, when I give him to my friend, she can call his name and she'll say his name 5 times and he'll return to his vessel. And to destroy him, consume him back into me or her or whoever, I will burn that. I will burn that paper, and then I will envision all of that energy coming back into me, filtered. And it won't hurt me because it's my own energy. So you don't have to worry about it hurting you. It can't hurt you. It's your energy. It's your thought form. So, anyways, I might have missed a couple things. I don't know. That's just basically how I do it. This is one of my servitors right here, which I'm sure you guys have all seen him before. He's he has a new little bobcat coat on him that makes him look pretty tough. But he's pretty cool. He has the ability to put a protective net of energy over me that keeps me safe from other energies, like negative energies. If somebody tries to put anything on me, he'll put that net on me. Like when I go to the grocery store, he'll put that net on me so that spirits can't get me. And it's awesome. He's awesome. He gets lots of treats. And sometimes when I want something special, like if I need money or I need him to go make someone call me, or I need him, just whatever. Or if somebody does something that pisses me off and I want them to know that I'm pissed off and I don't want to have to be a bitch, then I'll just send one of my servitors to go and put thoughts in their head, and they'll be like, you know, I'm sorry, did I upset you the other day? Because I really was thinking about that. And I'll be like, yeah, I bet you were, huh? But you know, it's they're handy to have, and if you love them and treat them like family, and you know, give them their drops, and they love it when you give them jobs and you ask them to do things for you. They're just like you know how you're like my dog, like when I throw the stick, he gets so excited and he wants to run and go and get it and bring it back to me. That is the way your servitors feel. They want jobs. They want you to ask them for things. That is what they are for. And you could write that open-ended in their papers, like in their petitions. You can write that. You will take, you know, orders from me, and you will, you know, be my servant and do as I ask, and you will be happy to do whatever I ask you to do. And that is basically what some of mine say. I have one that's like a family one that will stay forever and ever and be passed down from generation to generation, because all of my children and grandchildren and so on will all have, and do so far, all have abilities. And I was left high and dry to figure things out for myself, even though my whole family is witches. And nobody helped me. And I will not have that, what I had to go through, happen to my children and my grandchildren and the rest of my family to come. And so he is created, and he's a fucking badass. And he's got all kinds of gifts and abilities, and he's very good about, I send him all over the country to look after my grandchildren. I have grandchildren everywhere, scattered about, and I send him all over the place to go and watch them and to make sure they're okay. And then when I communicate with them, I'll show you this quickly because I know we're doing some time here. When I communicate with them, I use my pendulum. When I want answers from them, some people can just open up and receive and speak to them like in your mind, and I can do that too sometimes, but like sometimes I don't feel like being open, and so I just do it this way. And then I'll say his name, which I'm not going to say his name because here we'll use Max. Let's use Max. All right, let's see. So Max, straight up and down is yes, and side to side like this is no. Okay, Max? And when I say next question, you go to a circle. Max, are you going to go and search for the love of my friend's life? And he's already saying yes. Okay, hold on, Max. I want to start from... Okay. Max, are you alive? Yes. Next question, Max. Max, do you look like a cherub? Yes. Thank you, Max. Next question, Max. Are you excited to be alive? Yes. Thank you, Max. So, this is just what you do. And if you're concerned that your own, see, mine's on a string. I put mine on a string so that my energies couldn't so easily, manipulate the pendulum. I know when you use sterling silver chains and stuff, it's hard not to, especially if you're a witch and you're very strong-minded and stuff. And so sometimes when I do this with my other hand, I'll do this so that my mind will be thinking about that instead of this. And then that way I know that I'm getting a correct answer. So anyways, okay, so that's Servitors. If you have any questions, just ask, and I will be happy to answer. And again, this is a love Servitor. And if you are wanting to make a Servitor and you would like some help and you have questions, just ask. I'm here. Okay, peace out. Have a great night. Bye.